Okay, we are live. Yo, just missed a sneezing fit. Oh, daggone. Moving junk around out here and got some of that fine dust floating around, I guess. Oh, this is what I'm looking for, though. Hey, this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Time to change out the cartridges. Okay. Dust mask, no dust cartridges there. They don't look bad, but I don't think they dusting like they're supposed to. So I'm gonna change them out. I bought this box of refills off of Amazon a while back. That does good. I forgot the main cartridge number, but I use the 2091s because the 2091s has got a little bit of that activated carbon up in there, and that helps with smoke and fumes. As I said, that oak that I use, that ain't the best to burn. It's fumy, or oak, that plywood stuff I burn on. All right. Dust mask is renewed. I bought a box of these off of Amazon. I don't remember how much it cost, but they work decent though. I know that. Oh. I was using the bandsaw this morning. All right, I hope everybody had an awesome day yesterday. I gotta get my phone. Where to put my phone? Let's see what we got. All right, good morning, Jim. I hope you're having a good morning so far. Some good strong coffee. I got to get a hold of mine. It's a little hot at the moment. Wasn't sure if I was gonna get up this morning or not. That alarm went off. I woke up and I laid there and did not feel like moving. You got to do some center lines on these pieces here. This is the piece of that wood out of the exotic dowels that I got. So I'm not sure what that is. Real light color, so I don't know. We will find out how it turns here shortly. I feel blah. I think I ate too much candy or something with a little oil on it or something yesterday. I just got that blah feeling I get when I got too much greasy food. One of those. Wife got the honey baked ham gift card and used it on sides yesterday from honey baked ham. It saved her on cooking. And I picked at one of the broccoli plates. There was a steamed broccoli. It was in some type of saute sauce or whatever, but I guess that sauce was too much because Ow, that's the only thing different that I had.
Epoxy shivers as the dust flies high. Shapes take form under a steady eye. Aliens peeking, trying to invade, but Grumpy's got skills they can't evade. Aliens in the workshop messing around. Grumpy's carving skills are world renowned. Stress gets carved with every groove. Like and subscribe, watch the mood improve.
Alright. Oh, it's the greasy food situation. I can feel better real quick. I just don't want to. Like I said, my gut just don't process that, and I guess I ate some cold pizza the other day, and then picked at that broccoli last night over at my in-laws, and I said that's about the only damn thing it could be. I could go purge the gut and feel a lot better, but that messes with my neck. Right now I'm just going through using that little center line that I made, and I'm throwing center line in all these little pieces. I got another dowel that's split up. Cut it up, and then I'm gonna Dremel my shapes into, or Dremel. I'm gonna lathe in some clip shapes with that, and get some more of these little guys made up. Do some more Lichtenberg burning on some. Once I do this set, then that'll be enough done for now. What did I get? I got 5 of them resined up and ready to go back on the lathe. But said I want to try to do all that at the same time. So I got 2 more left to get the resin into, and then they'll be ready for cleanup. And then I'll have 5 more ready to turn, and then 2 of the exotic blinks. And then I got to work Wowie's Watcher, and then the commission roach clip. The commission roach clip, I got to start on that today. It was supposed to be a Christmas gift, but there was no way that I was going to get it done by Christmas. So I didn't even want to start working on it before Christmas, because mentally I know it's a Christmas thing, so I'd probably try to rush through it to get it done. And so yeah, that would have probably turned into a mess, so we never started it. I got that piece cut sitting up here in the box. But yeah, somebody asked me to do it and said it was going to be a Christmas gift, but they knew it would be a little late. So. I need to get one of those little awls, little center punch awl deal. One of those and a mallet. I need to make my own damn mallet. So I can start. I normally take these things and go to the drill. Once I get my center lines marked in there, and put a little drill bit in there, and just barely give myself a little hole. But that drill bit don't always set up straight. All right, there's 7 more ready to spin. Today is Boxing Day, and all right. Now what is that basically? I've never really looked it up. Everybody's got their own little crazy holidays. Is that just another shopping day, or is that an actual, like, relax kind of day? Yeah, I like the little center line jig. It works out. Oh, my back, y'all. Said I made one a little bit bigger that I can use on the larger pieces.
Each clip speaks where words don't flow. Healing scars they'll never show. Out of my head I find my peace. Shaping the wood as burdens release. Each glowing piece a story spun. Community strong we craft as one.
Yeah.
Roach clips tight, they hold anew. Fragments of a life in
I'm gonna
view.
put
Medication rolls to light. Chronic pain fades into night.
see the bigger pieces. I leave them on leave the little edges on there. I've just started doing that. I'm hoping that the cleanup and everything will be a lot better. Where's my piece? This is what I need to make me a little mallet for. I don't need a big mallet, just a little mallet. Right. Hell, who knows? It's just another money grabbing day. There you go. I take my little lathe tool, that little center. This one, this is the one that came with my lathe. I used it for a while, but the little cleats that grab the wood, they'll grab in at the end right there and then push in until it's touching the wood and help grab it better. They work good, but I caught the ends of that damn thing with one of my tools and you can barely see it. I'm trying to see which one of them nicked off good, but you can see where I've hit them all with my with my tool, and I've cut into them, but I knocked a piece of the metal off on one of them and that crap hit my eye. I wasn't wearing no glasses. Yeah, gotta be careful with those.
Spirits in the timber, whispers so clear. Lathe spins, I'm grinning, no fear. Chisel songs, wood grains sing.
Yeah, I wouldn't get an MRI done until they did an x-ray and make sure there wasn't no metal in my eye, because it all happened about the same time I was getting some of my neck stuff done. And see, I even put that center and hit that joker, and it didn't quite stay. It walked a little bit, but it's close. I get it center and just cheat it in there and get it a little close. Ow. But yeah, I'll bop it with that tool in there and get my little mark lined up. But yeah, I hit that piece with my tool, and that thing cut back, hit me in my eye. I guess it just burned my eye a little bit and scratched as soon as it hit, but yeah, I was paranoid. I didn't want to get an MRI and have metal in my eyeball, and it ripped that metal out. So yeah, like I said, I made them do an x-ray before they did an MRI, just to make sure I didn't have no metal in them. But yeah, we wear glasses, and so I make sure I keep my glasses on whenever I'm doing my lathe work. Got a pair of clear goggles in here somewhere. I just don't like wearing them much. Should have had all this done yesterday, but I was indulging in some adult beverages last night, so I wasn't thinking about getting the stream stuff ready this morning. How's the shed coming along? Hope everything's going smooth, or as smooth as construction and whatnot can go. I know you always have a little hiccups and stuff here and there. It seems like sometimes the simpler the jobs, the more hiccups you get. I would have taken, if that thing wouldn't have had all the shingles on the top, I would have probably burnt that bad boy where it's at. And then took a magnet and cleaned up all the nails. But all them shingles, I know them shingles ain't gonna burn up. I think that's what you was working on that day when you stumbled over it.
Smoke trails between fingers so short. Grumpy's breathing deep, feeling the cure. Wood becomes art on a whim that's pure. Crafted stories scroll through the door. Sunsets casting long soft beams. Carving words tangled in dreams. Shavings.
Alright, I got all them tapped and marked and ready. Christmas Day for the poor, where the master of the manor would give gifts to their servants. Well, heck yeah, where's my gifts at? I've always felt like a poor red-headed stepchild. Well, that's one thing about getting older, I guess. You don't get your gifts like you used to when you was younger. Yeah, bad thing about it, that's all the little kids think Christmas is just gifts, gifts, gifts. I like the whole part of people getting together, respecting one another a little bit better, putting aside their differences and getting along. I like how everybody can kind of do that at Christmas. I wish they could kind of take that same energy and apply it to life every day. I don't know what kind of wood this is. It's kind of soft. I said I use it as a mallet sometimes.
Epoxy river running lighter cases on the creek. Roach clips in the glow. Grumpy's work unique. Carving late nights. Therapy on repeat. Alien vibes hit wild.
Hey, good morning, Tina.
Grumpy's bashing crazy. Meds in a haze. Roll type medication. Floating outer space.
Are you putting the new shop on a concrete pad, or are you putting it back on a wood subfloor, or is it coming pre-built on, you know, we got those R&K portable buildings that are pre-built. They got basically kind of like your subfloor, I think, that you had your old building on. It's got the big old 2x6 floor joists and whatnot. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking these blanks are, is a type of maple. I'm hoping anyway. Others is just some standard popular dowels from China. Has a little sticker on there that says made in China, and then it reminded me of Jordy's video where it showed the big boats coming in, just getting full of lumber being shipped off to China. So it's like, okay, popular dowel rod made in China, but the wood probably came from the States or Canada. Concrete pad, okay. Basically a small pole barn. Hey, small pole barns though, you start off with that concrete pad. You can always add to that.
Aliens just nodded, man, it's mad appeal.
That's what my neighbor did next to me. He put him a pole barn up in the back side of his yard. But he did it like a pole barn. There's no concrete or nothing on it right now. He straight up had it constructed as a pole barn, and then he's gonna go back and dig footers around everything and slowly add his concrete and do his floor himself, and then build from underneath that coming up and tie it into the roof of everything of what he's got.
Epoxy river running, lot of cases on the creek. Roach clips in the glow, Grumpy's work unique. Carving late nights, therapy on repeat. Alien vibes hit wild, art'll never retreat.
Let me go ahead and mount one of these pieces up here in the lace. Swap over, y'all see what I'm doing. My little lathe area is still messy. I gotta clean it up and organize my sandpaper and stuff again. Let's see, which side do I want? Alright, grains are tighter down here. If you look at the grain up here, it's way spread out. There's like 5 little rivet veins, but then you see several down there. So this is gonna be my end. I always put my clip down here on the tailstock end when I'm spinning them, and so with the grain being thicker on that side of the piece, I want to make my end down there for the clip. See, that's not too bad. Almost center. Brush out of the way. Old denture brush to scrub in stuff when you're carving. They work nice. That and some stiff bristle paint brushes work good. Let's see, did I drill through that one? Yeah. Okay. This one was a piece that I drilled through when I was doing those little when I was trying to make a pin without the pin kit. There you go. I made one of these little big throwaway pins and put the little tube in there. This is my official pin that I did a while back. But I drilled out a couple of them whenever I was trying to do them to see how center I could get them. But yeah, this one's drilled all the way through. And then I think this one, yeah, these two are drilled all the way through. They're just some old like they look kind of like some pine, like basic pine or whatever. This is some crepe myrtle. These two pieces here. Might try to turn those into a roach clipper, nice little stand-up dab spoon or something. But we'll see how it goes. That's gonna work out good. We got to get this camera adjusted right. You see my big hands is in the way. Yeah. Adjust this one a little bit more. That's the thing about trying to go vertical and horizontal, and you can't really change you can't flip this and get more of this in view for vertical. So doing the vertical shot, if anybody's out there watching on vertical, you can only see about that much of my piece right here. Horizontal, you can see everything, but oh well. It is what it is. I gotta quit studying it. I'm worrying about that because I don't know how well that vertical view's putting out, but I don't know who can find it on a vertical. Hey, good morning, Bill. Let's see. Oh, come back over here for a second. I don't know if YouTube's even got that stuff going like it's supposed to be going, because it's not the view difference isn't showing in my analytics. All right, y'all. I got the lathe ready. It's all set up. Everything else is set up. And get me a little morning skeeter ready here. Settle my stomach a little bit and ease up my back, and we'll get to doing something. Got a little cheap pair of earbuds from Five Below. My wife picked up a pair. Put it in the stocking. She got me a little cheesy pair and her a little cheesy pair. Oh, wait. Question. Boxing Day. Hold on. Let me look. But old tradition says Boxing Day was... Roach clips shining, made with care. Each one glowing, nestled there. Community. Okay. It's just another... I guess kind of like, I don't know, maybe Christmas for the parents. Like a Christmas day for the parents. They get, you know, they did all the hustle and bustle for the youngins, and now they get relaxed. I don't know. It's just another daggum day Hallmark makes make all their money on their cards. Stay out of my head, they say, but in the chips I find my way. Wood speaks louder than thank you. I'm trying to tell you something. Got a lot of perfume and toiletries. I wish I could have got some perfumes. I've been asking for some cologne from my wife for a few years now. A long time ago, I used to wear Polo a lot, and Polo, right about the time I stopped wearing it, they started coming out with a whole bunch of different Polo scents. And the original dark green bottle, the original Polo, that was one of my favorites. And then the Polo Blue, that Polo Blue, when they came out with that, oh, I love that stuff. But it's not cheap, you know. I'll wear, because of my herbal, I always have my own natural kind of cologne smell, I guess. You know, that herbal, it's got a smell of its own, kind of like cigarettes. You know, but so I was always, you know, I'd carry my cologne in the door panel of my truck, you know, so I wore that stuff around like it was cheap toiletries, because every time I get out of the truck, I'd spray a spray of it on. But I hadn't had no good cologne in a long time. I get that cheap body spray, that Axe. That's about the only thing they'll buy me on the regular. And then my wife, I've tried to get her a couple bottles of perfume. I've asked her before. I'm a weirdo. I don't want to buy something you don't like. You know, I might like that smell, she might not, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, hey baby, I want to buy you some perfume. You know, what do you want? I don't wear none of that stuff. But then she's got cans of that body spray and stuff like that she'll spray herself down with, you know. It's like, but you don't want perfume. My mom gives us stockings. Oh, there you go. Laid back, digging through the grain, smoothing edges keeps me sane. Well, that's just it. You know, it's not cheap, you know, and that's what I did. I thought that would be a nice gift, you know, but it's like every time I ask my wife, you know, I want to go buy you some, but what's your favorite? You got to have a favorite, you know, even though you don't wear it or you don't want to go buy it, there's got to be a smell out there that you truly enjoy, you know. But yeah, she never gives me nothing on that. Leaves me hanging. All right, we're gonna get this doing some spinning here directly. I never start spinning with no ideas or no shapes in mind. I have a little picture up on my lathe wall that's got, uh, I guess it would be maybe tops, like finials for maybe some turned jars or whatever, boxes. But it's a picture of all different types of shapes. I need to try to play with some different shapes, so. But I don't turn my pieces and use traditional tools, right? So and then when I go to cleaning them up, I gotta sand a lot of tool marks out of it, so I lose any sharp edges I leave. Like, I'll swivel them out and try to bring that instead of that being a nice little slope over there, I'd try to leave it at a sharp point, but then when I sand it up, I'll lose that sharp point and just get that soft roundness to them. But yeah, I've tried to go in there with shapes in mind, but they never. That's when I screw them up mainly. Alright, basically I'm babbling because I want to smoke a little bit before I start turning, and I'm sitting here babbling and I ain't even lit up my smoke. So let's get that going here. Our tradition is, I guess everybody's traditions slowly change as you get older. When I was little, we'd go to my dad's parents, and then we'd go to my great-grandma's. My great-grandma's was always the last stop. Yeah, we did my dad's mom and dad. We did their house first, and then we'd load up from there and go to my nanny's house. And then Christmas morning, we would do that, you know, at home. Santa Claus, whatever you want to call it, doesn't come and gone. And then we'd load up and go to my grandma's Christmas morning, probably about 10 o'clock or so. Spend the day over there, then come home. But, when my nanny passed away, my great-grandma passed away, that all kind of changed. And we started doing Christmas Eve at my mom's house. And, she smokes the cigarettes, you know, and I did. And at the time when we started doing the holiday over there, I think I was still smoking cigarettes. But when I quit smoking cigarettes and then got away from the nicotine altogether, I try my best not to go around the smoke anymore. And it gives me like a migraine when I smell it, or if I sit down on furniture where you were smoking a bunch of cigarettes or something, it's like the nicotine soaks in through my skin, and it's like my body saying danger, danger or something, but it gives me an instant migraine for the day. But we changed up habits then, and then my granddaughter was allergic to cats, and my mom had a couple of cats over there, you know, so we slowly migrated the Christmas Eve tradition to here at our house. So yeah, we do our Christmas Eve stuff here, and then we just We used to have big munchy trays, you know, vegetables, crackers, cheese. We have all that set up and snack and just, you know, have a good time all night. And then we went to pizzas, and we do basically the pizzas and lottery tickets now. We'll get a handful of scratch offs, and as we sit around and have fun all night, we'll take a pause and pass the stocking around, and everybody grab them a scratcher, and then we sit there and scratch them, jihad for a little bit, and then we do that all night. It's not bad. It gets everybody together. Ooh, do you have a taser cane? I have a taser cane. Oh, it needs to be charged. It's about dead. All right. Yeah. That made me think of Jordy when he picks on Evil Rick or Just Carve Rob. He says, "Do you have this?" The thing used to be mean when it had a full charge too, but it got wet, and when it got wet, it kind of lost some of its punch. I've had two of them. They weren't that expensive when I bought the first one. I bought the first one for under $100, and I had it about 6-7 months, and then I said, "Oh, I need to go ahead and get me another one." And when I went to order the second one, they had jumped up to like $150. I was like, "Dude, damn." But yeah, I love having that daggum taser cane. Take my walk around the block. Ain't no dog gonna mess with you when you got one of them. Or damn on meth head, they ain't gonna mess with you either. You start popping that taser, they all run. Excuse me. Nice. We never got into the matching pajamas as much. The wife tried to do it a couple of times, but we didn't do it. I think, let's see, not last year, the year before, she went into getting everybody matching pajama pants pretty much, and just old Christmas t-shirts. Nice, there you go. Yeah, my grandson, I think, was the big winner this year. He won $10 on one of his scratch tickets. I thought I won 20 on one of mine, but it wasn't a winner. I didn't have my glasses on, and so I thought the little bonus box scratch was a win. And then we have a little app that we can download for our lotto. It's Florida Lottery app, and then I can scan the little barcode on the tickets, you know, because some of them tickets, they get really complex in the rules form, or like the big crossword puzzle ones or something. There's just so much to it. By the time you do the ticket, you've jumbled the ticket up to where you can't tell if you won or not. And so I'll scan them. But yeah, I won $4, which is not bad. And I said my grandson won 10. Hey, good morning, Josh. I hope you had a great Christmas with the family. Hope you're on vacation. I hope you ain't having to work today. I hope they have y'all off at least for the rest of the week, you know, bring you back Monday or something. I'm gonna play on the lathe here in a little bit. I'm just waking up and getting everything set up. Now, Electric Whittler, this is the live you should have watched the other day. I don't remember if you were in here when I was doing them or not. But I Lichtenberg burned all these in a live the other day. Well, not this one. This one was already burned. I had to clean it up, but see, one more. There it is. That was electric. Let's see, I've gotten 2 of them with some blue epoxy, and then 2 with green. And then I took the green and blue and mixed it together to break up the color on these, and it gave me a little darker green. Yeah, this one right here is the one that I mixed the green and blue together. But I'll clean these up because it's kind of smudgy and stuff. So I'll put this back on the lathe, sand it back down, and then put my polisher over all that. But that's what I'm doing with the rest of this down here, is just getting some more ready for Lichtenberg burn. Now this one here is a piece of that exotic that I got. I'm hoping it's maple. I'm not sure. When they cut this dowel out, it looks like their tool was pretty dull because the wood's scuffed up real bad, but there's some smooth spots right through here that look nice. So we'll see how it spins up. That's what I got on the lathe right now. It's a piece of that. That's it. Good morning, sir. I was talking about this. This is what I have on the lathe right now. This is a piece out of that exotic box of dowels that I received. We're gonna turn that. Then I got that piece on. I got one of these on the lathe. I cut the dowel in half, so I got 2 pieces of that, and then I got another popular dowel rod that I'm gonna use for one of my commission clips because it's got some. See, when I buy this, I'll show y'all what I look for when I buy my dowels and everything, because the stores just have different wood all the time, right? But you can see all the grain in there, a real tight, lot of grain in that. So that's going to be a tougher piece of wood. You know, so much grain in there, it's not going to be so soft or fragile, I guess. That's how I look at it anyway. So I'll look for a lot of grain, and then where's another good piece? Like this piece was a dowel rod, and you can look at that color. That almost looks like it was like a piece of pine, and it's a real hard piece of wood. So I'll look for, yeah, it's hard to explain what I look for when I buy them, but tight grain for sure, because the tighter the grain, once you spin it down to something thin like that, you have more pieces holding it together tight versus a big old space in there and it getting flimsy. Yeah, these sticks here, the Electroburn ones, were my best sellers so far. That's why I went ahead and got a bunch more made up. I run out of them. Like I said, people will look at them and say, "Oh, that's cool. That's that electric burn." And they pick it up and I say, "Yeah, you like that?" "Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good." And they go to set it back down. I'll have my flashlight handy and I'll hit it with the flashlight before. I'll say, "Yeah, they glow." And then, "Oh yeah, that's cool." But then when they see that glow, they, "Oh yeah, that's real cool. Yeah, I think I want that." It's a good marketing scheme. Adds to the impulse buy is pretty good, I guess. Alright. We are ready to start turning. I'm just procrastinating. Getting my chair ready. I'm gonna put my mask back on this morning. I've been turning without my mask because this vacuum, the shop, their dust collector pulls that dust in real good, but I don't need to make a habit of not wearing that mask, so I need to start putting it back on because I still have a little bit of fine dust floating around out here, just not bad. Josh, you working on did you do that watcher challenge? I imagine you probably already did it and got it done. I procrastinate on every dang thing, and with my dust collector being down, I finally got started on it the other day. That's my little work so far. I'm gonna bring this in and bring the sides in a little more right here, and then I'm gonna try to undercut up in here a little bit more, and then I'm gonna sand the heck out of it and see how it looks. And then I got my mark set up here. I'm gonna come in at an angle at the bottom down here, and I'm gonna get my speed square and everything, and hey, good morning, Miss Daisy. Get my speed square and all, and get it to where when I come in with the drill bit, to come in like that and have the drill bit come out right here, but you know, dead center. And then I'm gonna try to put some lights in there. I have some of those oh, where'd they go? Oop, timber. My little gnome attacked me. I have some lights like this that are just green. These are the purple ones, yeah. But I have some that are just green, and what I'll do is I'll cut it. I'm gonna lose, I don't need all these lights on there, right? So I'll take and keep a couple of the lights, and then when I drill it, I'll make sure it's big enough because I want it to be bright. So I'm gonna try to shove 2 of the green lights up in the hole. You know, that way when they come on, they illuminate all up in the head and the hood area. You know, I'll have that shine up in there like that, but it'll be green instead of that purple. That purple don't look bad either though. But they'll be right here, but you know, hopefully they'll be bright enough and recessed deep enough that it shines up around the heads what I want. But we'll have to see. Hey, Miss Ann, good morning. Let me give you your wrench. There we go. But I like green, yeah, so I'm gonna try to put the green up in there. And then I have some crystals, and then I have to see, I gotta find all my crystals. I can't find all of them no more. They're spread every damn winter. Where'd it go? But I need to find them all and then see if I can't make a couple of molds, and then because I don't want to put my good crystals in here. This isn't a real good one, but this is just a piece. But something about that size coming out. This I'm gonna bring down, I think, to just a little bit more to give me more room to angle in there. But basically, that little crystal's gonna come out and be nubbed right there in the center, and then have the light shining up underneath it. So we'll see. I don't know. That's my brain's firing 100 different directions on how to do that. And then that crystal with that purple light looks real good. You know, that illuminate, put that light in a hole underneath the crystal, have it shining up, it illuminates nice. And I gotta get my green lights out and see how good the green works. If I can get any green, because that's the thing about it, I'm gonna have to cut. Oh, they're just Dollar Tree lights. I got them at the dollar store, but I'm gonna have to cut up a set of lights. To get that green. What are these? Are these multicolored or are they white? I have. Back when Jordy started doing his Christmas trees, y'all, I have a couple of bags full of these multicolored lights. When I first found them, I couldn't find freaking multicolored. And so I have a bunch of like white lights, a bunch of just blue lights and stuff. And then I found the multicolored ones. And so I got a couple of bags of these dang things. But I quit doing them. I quit making the trees. I'm over here digging for a pack of green. Bear with me just a second. What are these? These are Halloween, so they're orange or red. Quit power carving pretty much is what I did. But when I say a bag full, I'm talking about Walmart bags stuffed full of these boxes, y'all. And I have like 3 of these bags. And they have little packs like that. Yeah, this is yellow, but I have yellow, multicolor, here's my red. I had a pack of red and a pack of multicolor tangled up opened right here. Come on. Daggone now. What's the end of this stuff? There. There's a red one tangled up. Ooh, dang, this is a big old pack. And this is one of the big packs of little lights, but it's multicolor. This one's got a bunch of different, yeah, this controller here is more intense. It's got a 9 different settings for the light going through that one. But I have a ton of these things. That was when I first was looking for a green. Green, here we go. Yeah, with that purple going through that crystal, that did look nice. But I have a couple of those crystals, and then my son has a bunch of those crystals like that, so I need to go through and see what's available to use. And then at the same time, I have that that homemade mold stuff that I can play with and make a mold of those crystals and try to pour some with some clear epoxy. And that way I'm not losing any good crystals. All right, y'all, sorry, I'm robbing batteries out of this bag of lights here. But yeah, I have that big bag of mixed lights, that's the different color solid lights. And then I have 2 bags like that full of multicolor lights. I stacked up on them whenever I was doing it, and it was all for my Christmas trees that I was doing, and then I quit doing the Christmas trees. The ones I've sold this year were ones that I've already had made, and I have 3 blanks done up over here beside me, blocked out for Christmas trees. I never got it. I wasn't selling them, so I quit making them. But at the same time, I really wasn't marketing on them. You know, I put them on Facebook a couple of times, and then after the trolls picked on stuff, I quit posting them. But like I said, I've sold a few through friends and family. Hey man, that said green, and them lights dang sure wasn't green. How did I do that? Oh, I put them in the wrong package. Those are the green ones. And then I sold some at the event. Hey Zyro, how you doing? I hope you had a good day yesterday. But yeah, the little multicolored lights and all that are pretty cool with the little battery packs on them. And they're all little LED lights, so they last a while. But you can buy better ones too that's got little timers on there. You turn it on, it'll stay on for 8 hours and then shut off. You don't have to worry about turning it off. Those are like the best to get because they just set it and forget it kind of thing. People like that better. Hand is not working. I just throwed my screwdriver. Oh, I just lost a little screw. It's right there. I got an eye for detail though. I can find that little stuff. Yes. It lit up. But that's the bad thing about making this is I will have to cut this light, you know, sacrifice, because I don't need that many of the lights, and there's nowhere, I don't have nowhere to work all those lights in the piece, so I'll cut the string of them down. Oh, here we go. Got me some green, and I'll have the green going in my watcher. And let's see, I'll figure only about 2 bulbs I'll have in the hole, because I want to get it as bright as I can. Maybe 3 tops. I could probably, yeah, I have to drill the hole a little bit bigger, but I could hold together three of the lights together, and that makes about what, about a 1/8 hole, a little bit bigger than 1/8. And so I can do that dead center and then cover all those up and have them shining up in there. That would look good, because it's gonna give it the shadow and the glow up inside there. Heck, even one will give it enough glow. I just want it to be bright, because if I have that crystal in there, that's gonna cut back on the illumination. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do for my watcher. And I procrastinate, so I started late, and so yeah, I'll be working on that hard and heavy today. Yeah, green's my favorite color, of course. Always been my favorite color. My old cars, I had my old custom stereo and all that stuff in there, and I was into the stage. I was in the Fast and Furious stage and mindset, I guess. I was customizing all the interior. Now that's not bad either. That green light coming through there. I was customizing the interior of my truck, had everything, all the trim and all painted, so it was all bright green. Hey Spike, good morning, buddy. But yeah, green was my colors for sure. I had green lights pinned all through the interior. I had little green pin lights outside of the truck on the windshield washer lights. Everything was green. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The green lights, I can cut them off. It's just a little old battery power, so it won't hurt the circuit. I'll cut them and solder, or just do a little bit of electrical tape on there, because it's just batteries, you know. It's not fixing to burn up. How was that tied? There we go. You can see the size and everything this is. I can have a battery pack right there on the back and have just 2 or 3 of them lights going right up in there. And then I can just clip it and tape it right there. And then I have those 3 lights for it. Boom. And run in there. And then I'll have some more green lights just laying around that I can use for something one day. And now the bad thing about it is I'll keep them and use them somewhere. But yeah, that'll work out. We'll finish my little cigarette deal here, and we'll get the lathe going. Like I said, I got a piece of this mounted on there, and I'm not sure what this is, so I'm just gonna call it maple. I don't know if it's maple, but we're just gonna call it maple. And then the rest of these dowels are just old popular dowels. But curious to see how that turns and cleans up. Yeah, there you go. Cut it down. Once I get everything caught up, like there was a lot of little things that I wanted to buy here and there, but having to replace the vacuum system, that punched the pocket a little bit. I wasn't expecting to spend my money on all that. But there's little light kits that you can get that's got the little watch batteries or the quarter batteries and all, little flat deals and little electrical deals where you solder and make your own little LEDs and all that. It's one of those kits I want to get for some of the crafts. There's the last gnome I was working on. I never finished him up either. A little piece of basswood.
Grumpy in the lab, black swirls with the yellow epoxy mess, spinning hand steady, no mellow roach clips, my tools, chemist on the grind.
Yeah, I about bought every year when the dollar store breaks out with their Christmas lights and stuff. I had a habit of buying them up because they didn't last long, you know. So if I went through there, the wife went through there, I would tell her, say, "Hey, get me some lights if they got any lights," and she'd buy 2 or 3 packs, and she goes, "What's beeping?" I guess my headset's going dead, or my earbud.
Mixing up the madness, chaos in the beaker, truce a lock box, aliens that keep us spinning webs of haze, fumes in the air, galactic graffiti, stardust in despair. Meds roll tight, let the sparks ignite, cosmic whispers echo through the endless night. Grumpy stirring dreams, alchemy in sight, black and yellow blend,
Hold
stars
on, yeah.
burst in flight. Dust therapy, breathe it deep, inhale the sky, maiden pain, sparks lit, let the cosmos fly. Dust therapy, rolling meds, tight, no lie, maiden pain, sparks lit, let the cosmos.
Hey, Raja. Yeah, I guess that's my that little cheap pair of head earbuds battery was going dead on them. I had a beep going in my ear, threw me off.
Grumpy's potion bubbling, black swirls in yellow, epoxy drip thick, chaos in the mellow. Roach clips dangling, fingertips stain, aliens lurking, shadow trails remain. Dust therapy, breathe in the pain, meds roll tight, spark in the flame. Cosmos cracking, stars go insane. What do we do? What do we claim?
Now I got y'all in my left ear. Sounds different. I'm not used to wearing my ear, but when I wear just one earbud, for some reason it's always just been the well, I'm sorry, I got y'all in my right ear. I normally have that left earbud going. All right, well, I babbled enough. Let's turn a piece of wood here. Put my Christmas lights up in my multicolor. Oh shit, they're not all Christmas. I got different colors in there. Put my lights up. There we go. And like I said, I'm gonna put my mask back on this morning. So I might be muffled. Let me switch cameras here. There we go. What do we look like? Yeah, y'all go check out Raj's channel. Go give him a like and subscribe. Remember, if you sub to somebody's channel, throw a short comment in there, just a thumbs up, something, because it's like some people say with YouTube that if you just sub on somebody's channel and don't leave any comments, that YouTube thinks you're a bot and they'll drop your subscription. But man, it's free to subscribe. Raja does some cool stuff too. Y'all have to go check out all his shorts and everything. All right, I'm fixing to turn on my dust collector, and I'm gonna get at this piece right here, and we'll see what we can make out of it. Let me zoom in on that. All right, my vertical view is fixing to suffer. I'm gonna zoom in some so y'all can see better. If I can get to my damn computer. Alright. I couldn't see my monitor over there because of my chair in the way. I'm trying to see. That should be good. That's about as much as I'm gonna pull it in. Gotta get my area cleaned up, y'all. I'm gonna end up busting my ass. Oh, here, that damn pecan is dense. That was a damn piece of pecan log. That's what I'm gonna make my mallet out of, is a piece of that pecan. That stuff's pretty dense. Alright, what am I doing over here now? Alright. Sip of coffee, turn the dust collector on, and we're fixing to get noisy. Still gotta get that boxed up. I got a little bit of money for Christmas. I can put that in my Amazon, or I can go up to Home Depot. I need to go to Home Depot and buy some lumber. I can put me a box around that dust collector, and then that'd be perfect out here. It won't be loud at all. But alright, fixing to put the mask on and get at it. Alright, here we go. Get my phone out for the chat. Right? Always the right size and color, for sure. I didn't like that. Did y'all see that? I did. Why is that so loose? I tightened up my tailstock and I watched it shift, and it normally don't shift like that. Didn't look right. Feels a little better. I don't know what that was.
Now let's see what this looks like. Ooh, that won't be bad. It almost comes out like one of those dowels. That's some cool color here. Rough right here. Alright. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and work the detail under this one. Yeah, dude, it's gonna be good. Gotta take it down. There's a little booger in that green right there I just saw. Just trying to get an idea of what I want shape-wise, and then I'll work it all down. I like the color of it, yeah. And it's smooth, it's gonna cut. I like the feel of it. Alright. It's gotta come down. Get it right there. Okay, Tina, thank you for coming by. Have a good day. Trying to have some little tear out in it. I'm gonna rotate my tip just a little bit. I want that to cut in there deeper. Let's see if I can keep it even. Huh. Gotta bring all that down. Oh, I bet that did come out crazy looking. Yes, sir. I'm ready for 2026 to be so much better than 2025. Oh, I gotta be patient down here so I don't have a blowout. Hey, thank you, Terrence. I drop videos mostly every Wednesday, and I go live all the time, but mostly in the mornings at 5:30. But hey, thank you for tuning in. Hold on, I'll show you what I'm doing. I do roach clips most of the time.
Whew. Goodness. Take this off and breathe for a minute. What I've done most of this week was Lichtenberg burning my clips. I take any kind of wood that I can get a hold of and I spin it down. Hey, good morning, Robert. And I make roach clips out of it. Let me see. Let me get a finished roach clip. And of course, that's 420 accessories. I do medical, completely legal in my state. And, let's see. See, here's a nice piece of wood, and here's a nice epoxy one I've done. Okay, roach clip. Hook your flowers to. But this is a nice piece of wood that Miss Francis sent me. I don't know the species of the wood, but it turned out very nice. Did that. And then I do my own epoxy blanks. And then this is a piece of the epoxy that I did and turned that into a clip. And my epoxy glows in the dark or under a black light. And this one's actually got a dab spoon in the end of it. So you can do your concentrates or you can do your flour. But then the Lichtenberg burn is this here. That's what we did earlier in the week on a live. But I turned all these on the lathe and then got them ready for the burning. And then I go through and fill them in with UV resin, and that resin glows. Hold on, I'll show you a shot of that. Got somebody new to the channel. I gotta show my stuff here, show you what we do. I'm not turning my light off, so it's not picking the glow up real great. But I'll clean all that up on the lathe. That's why I still have my little knobs on there, so I can put it back over there and turn them back down. But yeah, that's what I do. I do all kind of woodworking stuff, powder carving and stuff, but roach clips on the lathe is, I would say, what, 99% of what I do. it's easier for me to work my lathe now than what it is for my power carving. So, but hey, thank you for tuning in. And we do a lot of babble. I needed to take a break anyway, so that was cool. Hang out, come in a few times, be cool. I'll give you a wrench. I like everybody to have a wrench and connect, so. Okay, cool deal. Yeah, my lives are, let's see, the only thing with my lives that I can say are consistent is my early bird lives. You know, I go live 5:30 Central Time. I don't know. That's just about the best time I can go live without interfering with any home scheduling or anything like that. And so I'll kick off at like 5:30 to 7:30. But when there's nothing going on, I go beyond 7:30. But that's just my normal goal. Okay, check it out. I'm looking at your channel right now. I'm sorry. I'm snooping. There you go. Make it easier for everybody to connect. I like everybody to be able to subscribe to everybody's channel easier, you know, and then I feel it helps build up the little community or whatnot. But thank you for tuning into my crazy channels. Where are you from?
Grumpy's at the lake, spin a roach clip tight. Epoxy dreams gleam in the fluorescent.
This ain't gonna go bad. I had to be careful right here. I don't want to booger it, so I wanted that to be a little deeper, so I'm gonna come back through and sand that. And of course, my edge is a little soft. Australia, awesome. Well, I'm in crazy Florida, but I'm gonna go back through here and sand this down, and then I'm gonna cut it off right there and, you know, flatten it. That'll be my bottom, and then I'll cut that, put my clip up there. But that's got to come down just a little bit more, so I got to be careful with the tool. And I'm gonna I think I'll bring my bevel down a little bit more right here. That's kind of thick. I got a little bit of a tool mark right here that I got to get out, but that's about my goal. Mask back up. Almost 70 degrees in here, and then we're supposed to be freezing come New Year's. It's crazy. You gotta love the daggum weather down here. Alright, I'm gonna mask up, turn my noise back on, and get at it. Hopefully I need to get the tape measure out and see what kind of 2x4s I need. I have the plywood and I have all the screws I need. I just need some 2x4s. Then I'll get my dust collector boxed in and it won't be so loud. But alright, here we go. Just turned it on. It's not that loud for y'all, I don't think, through the microphone, but it's dang sure loud for me. Yeah, it's like I said yesterday, flip-flop weather. Alright, here we go.
Ooh, hit the daggone camera with my head. Oh, it's warm here. I wish I could send some of that heat to you. Okay, I'm gonna play with a little bit of sandpaper. I don't want to break the end of that. Feels like it wants to snap. I'm gonna go through all the grit to try to get some of the little tear out. So I'm gonna start with 150. Then I want to sand this down instead of cut it. That is a hard. That's a weird wood, yo. That's the first time I've ever messed with this little. I guess a piece of wood like this. It cuts soft, but it's sanding real hard. There's not a lot of sand, a lot of powder coming off of that. That's weird. Ooh, there it went. Dang. Lost my piece of 150. My finger let go and it went through the dust collector. We'll get us a fresh piece though. Might need a fresh piece anyway. That piece was cutting funny. It's sanding it. I'm not getting the I guess I might have cut it good with the tool or something. I don't know. I'm not getting the powder, the sanding powder coming off of it that I normally get. Hey, good morning, PK. it's just the hardness of the wood. That's gonna look good under some clear right through there. And that cuts off at an angle. I like that. What do they call that? That chatoyance or something like that. It's gonna have some of that chatoyance, if that's the correct word. But I definitely want my vacuum chamber so I can stabilize my vacuum chamber and some of that cactus juice is what they call it. I gotta be careful, but I need to turn that down some more, but I don't want it to break. I was hoping it would. Yeah, that's it. Chatoyance. Let's go nice and easy right here. I want that so I can one stabilize my pieces. I have a lot of cedar that's got a lot of rot through the center. And I could soak that in that cactus juice and then bake it. That would be an awesome turn. But I use the I use the those little dowels for the inserts of my blanks, and I can stain those. But as soon as you cut into it, you cut the stain off of it. I can take a bunch of them and soak them in that cactus juice. Do some of them green, black, purple, just all different colors, and then I can just reach in there and grab corresponding colors to whatever colors I'm pouring with my epoxy that day, and then kind of have them match up a little bit. And then the exotic woods in general, I want to use like an exotic wood pieces for the insert, but I want to be able to stabilize it and then vacuum seal it all together so it bonds right. And I want to play with this down here some. It is a smart sounding word though, right? One of them big words I gotta remember. Alright, that was the 150. Let's jump into it. It's got epoxy all over it. Yeah, all dirty. And here's some epoxy. Gotta get me some fresh paper cut up again. Try not to run with the some woods it don't matter. Some woods I can run across it with the epoxy on it, but some of these woods have, I guess, wider grain. And then, like I said, we had a little tear out going on in here, so I want to go through all the grain or grit, all the grain. I want to go through all the grits. And then I'm cutting this off down here. We'll be flat right through here. A little more speed there, will you? I gotta still get some setup or some stuff set up for the slingshots. I want to get that fabric cutter and get me a roll of latex and whatnot to make some bands. That's why I haven't been shooting as much. I'm down to just that last band on my set. And I know as soon as I get out there and start shooting, it's going to pop on me. That's smooth, y'all. That was 240. Still need to get some in there. There we go. Ooh, no, that's the wrong 240. That's the one with the epoxy all over it. There we go. So I need to get little baskets in here and have my epoxy paper in the basket and then the wood paper in the basket. It was still kind of rough right there in that bevel. Keep it round like that so I don't get no creases in there. Give me those lines like a tool mark. Alright, let's find a nice piece of 320. Got up here 400 and 600. 320's hiding down here somewhere. This will work. I've never really bought any of the slingshot stuff, so I don't know what's good to use. And I don't really hunt with my slingshots, but I want them to pop the target pretty good, you know, so I don't want no weak bands. But I don't want them bands that's so damn tough that it makes my shoulder hurt pulling them back. Hey, you want to, mate? I believe this is a piece of maple. Doing my standard little roach clip deal out of it. Sanding it down now. It's getting real smooth. That was 320. I'll go over 400, 600, and then some wet paper, but I'm not gonna get it wet. I'm gonna keep it dry. I'm gonna try to get all the scratches out of it. I'm sure I got a lot of sand and scratches on here. That's one thing with the way I do. I'll rush through it sometimes, and then when I'm done, it looks good, but I can see like fine scratches in it. Be careful with your sleeves around your leg, as I have mine hanging down. Oh, be careful with it, dude, seriously. Okay, so over here. There's that 800. Alright, here's some 800, but it's wet dry, but I'm keeping it dry. This is a tight green. This is gonna get some Yorkshire polish up again. I just walked right past 1,000. $800. There it is. 1,000. This is some of the new sandpaper that I ordered off of my wish list. It's just a cheap pack that had a variety of paper. Go to the box stores and I'd have to spend, the little place paper will last me a while. In the box store, I couldn't get the variety pack of what all I needed, and I'd end up spending like $25 to buy a pack of each one of the packs. So it was just cheaper to buy this pack off of Amazon. It's got it goes 5,000, 3,000, 1,500, 1,000, 800, 600, 400, and then I think A little bit bigger on the other grits. Yes, sir. This is that goes right there. I gotta make a handle for it. I gotta grind it down and I make a handle right there. That's from my old motorcycle. Um, I had a Yamaha V-Star 650 Classic, and the way it sat and everything with my tire and all on there, I had to use a little nub wrench to get down on my oil plug bolt. And so it was just easier. I modified that and just cut it in half. So yeah, that's why it's cut. And then I use it for this right here because this orange piece, the cast metal right here, is stripped out. And so tightening and loosening the tailstock, it don't work with that. I have to use a little piece of wrench. All right, that was what, 1,000. We'll go to 1,500. But yeah, I'm gonna grind to make me a handle. That's just one of my to-dos that I don't do. We're gonna get that chatoyance to pop. Going through all the grits. Be patient. I'm almost done. Let's see. That was 1,500. We need 3,000. That thing's gonna shine almost before I put any polish on it. That's what's crazy. That's got that shine going right there, and that's a piece of wood. No polish, no nothing yet. I love it. And last, we had what? This is crazy one here. 5,000 good. I had to play my own Santa Claus this year. So I've been on the damn naughty list, I guess. So yeah, Santa Claus was good to me. I bought my dang dust collection system and all that, and upgraded because the original burnt, but made a good upgrade, I guess. I like this setup. It works real good now. I just got to get it boxed in, and then that'll be the last. Santa Claus's helpers could come back and box it in for me. It would be nice, but that's not going to happen. I'll be out here doing it by myself. Heck yeah. That's awesome. My mom hooked me up. That's where I got my money from for Christmas. She gave me a little bit of money in the card. She didn't have no business giving me no money, but told her before, keep her dang money. But this mama, she's gonna do what she can try to do. All right, y'all. I'm using some of my Yorkshire polish on here just to kind of seal that up and give it some shine. It's got some shine to it already, but I think this will add to it a touch. I put this. This is like that Frank's Red Hots. I put this shit on everything. Turn the light down a little bit. Ooh, it darkened up some. Look at that, y'all. That's gonna be pretty. That's why I put this stuff on everything. Them grains just said boom. Hello, come see me. Burning a hole in you. That's how I always was. I get me some money, I have to go spend it. But now it's like I come across chunks of it so little that I really do my. I'll when I was bad, y'all. I'd go to the store and I'd pick something up. I'd put it in my buggy and I'd walk around and I'd talk myself out of it. Put it back down. Then I'd talk myself back into it. Pick it up and put it back down. Oh, I was bad. And I still kind of do that when I shop. But I'll look at something and I'll have it in my cart on Amazon for a while and I'll look at all the reviews and junk. All right, y'all. I'm taking the polish back off of it now. I put some of that Yorkshire in there, and now I'm just buffing it all back in and off of it. Need to get some denatured alcohol and some shellac so I can make my own little shine juice. All right, let's see what it looks like. I'm gonna leave it spinning for a minute because I don't know what it's gonna look like either. Right? This is like the fun part about it. I haven't stopped it. Turn that damn noisy thing off. I haven't stopped it or anything like that, so we get to see it all at the same time. Ooh, purdy. Oh yes. Oh, look at it. There's that chatoyance. There's a little line about an 1/8 inch wide that tries to run down the whole thing. Oh man. Oh, okay. I'm cutting that off. I about had it was a damn. I gotta sand that better. I had a little brain for it. We're cutting that off. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I like that. Oh, and you can see some more of that chatoyance coming right through here. It's going like rings around it this way too. Here, and through here. And it feels, that looks like it's got a shellac on it already, the way that's sanded up and polished down. I love that. I love that. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Nice. And I got another piece of this yet to do. So let's do show and tell. All right, we had a piece of wood all rough and chopped up looking, right? That didn't look like it was gonna be much. But look at there. That's what we got.
But yo, this was one of these dowels. It was what, about yay long. Cut it on my bandsaw, and so that's what we got. I like that. All right. Let's see. We'll add this over here to the pile of clips that I have to play with. That's it. I'll cut the top off and the base off, and then tie it and everything. Tie it and glue it. That one, all I gotta do is cut, tie, glue, and sand the bottom when I cut the bottom off. Ooh, you better be careful with that sushi. Daggum rabbit holes, let me tell you. I saw a crazy video on YouTube the other day talking about parasites and bacteria that's in sushi. Nope, nope, nope. And I like to eat some sushi every now and then, but nope, nope, nope.
Carving till dawn where the spirit glides. Anxiety melts in the UV light. Grumpy keeps carving.
Oh, my back's hurting, you know. Switch back over.
Grumpy's in the workshop, working through the night. Epoxy roach clips glowing, what a sight so bright. Shining like the stars that twinkle up in space. Aliens are circling, they can't keep up the pace.
Oh, Bazzy, have you been here? Was you getting coffee? Did you see the finished piece? Let's see where to put it. Oops, stood it up right there. Where's the other blank? That's right there. Alright, we're back in the box, ain't we? I was fixing to go back to the lathe and show y'all. Alright, where's my phone? I do need my phone though. It's back at the lathe. My phone so I can read chat. Move big old cup of coffee out the way without spilling it. Just missed it. Alright, hold on. Here we go, buddy. We're back.
His art is his escape. Even cosmic travelers stop to see and gape. Oh, they're beaming down their curious eyes, hovering silent under earthly skies. Like and subscribe, they'd probably say.
Come out nice. It's like I said, it's got that little bit of a chatoyance look. It's like an 1/8" piece going all the way through it, where it distorts the green. And then you see it good on this side. And there's almost like rings, like a ring here, here, and here in the coloring and the shadow of the color. But that's cool. Like I said, we went from that to that. And that's just straight sandpaper. I went through the grits on sanding like I do, and then I went from 800 to 5,000 on the wet sandpaper, but just with no water. I did it dry sanding. That side's got, you can see the rings in it real good right there when I flash it like that. Oh, I love that, yo. But there's no lacquer or nothing on there. That's just, like I said, that's just straight sanding. And it's got that Yorkshire polish on there that's got a little mineral wax, a little mineral oil and beeswax. And that's it. I like that right there. That looks good. That side right there, that's awesome for a piece of wood to have flash in it like that. I love that. But that worked out nice. Took me a little while turning it. Normally it wasn't a little fast turn. I did. It was weird. The way it turned, it was like the cutters cut into it good, but then at the same time, they didn't cut into it good. I don't know. That was an interesting turn, though. But yeah, I was just paranoid down here. I didn't want to push too much and it catch and snap on me. It's strong, but it's got a little flex. So yeah, if I'd have got a catch, it could have broke. Uh-oh, we lost music, didn't we? I gotta go through and fix my playlists. Alright, Turner, thank you. Buddy, I went through and subbed to your channel and put me a comment down there so it'll stick. Thank you for hanging out and I appreciate it. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure what type of wood that was. I don't know if it was, let's see, where did it go? I got that. Had an awesome subscriber. We're just going to keep them anonymous. But if you don't want to be anonymous, you can pipe up anytime you want to. I do not mind. But thank you for this box of wood. That's the second piece of it. I turned a piece of cherry out of it, and then I turned this piece. But it, let's see, I think I'm in camera. But this is another piece of what we just turned. Because it has two pieces of each species. Whatever the species are, there's two pieces of each. And so there was two pieces of the cherry. And then, like I said, I don't know the rest of it. I'm imagining it's walnut and different species like that. Let me get them out of the box here. They're just not tagged. So I don't know 100%, and I don't play with the exotic woods enough to really know. But we got these two pieces, which are the same species. That's got some cool color to it. Put them back in the box. Yeah, let's see. These two guys, they're a match. I'm thinking that might be maybe what, black walnut or something? It's real dark piece. Two of those. And then this here I believe would be purple heart. I mean, you just look at that and see the color in there. And so there's two of those. And I can cut these into, yeah, and this is heavy too. And I can cut these into four, make 4 roach clips, or I can even make some shorter clips and do 2 short clips and a spoon. Then these two pieces are the match. They're not as heavy as that purple heart. That purple heart's dense. Let's see. These two are a match. And then this is what I was assuming was cherry. And I've done 1 roach clip on the lathe out of this, and then I have another piece that I'm working on that I'm hand carving one of my twirly clips on that. And so that'll take me a little while to get to. But I'm not gonna turn all these into clips. I said I got some pin kits coming, and I want to use a couple of pieces for some pins to see how they come out.
Roach clips, shiny dope soldiers a cope. Out of the haze came purpose and hope. Aliens nodding props to the craft, no hate. Epoxy vibes outlasted the hands of fate.
Yeah.
Grumpy spins the lathe, hand steady in the grind.
Ooh, it's foggy again out there today.
Epoxy roach clips, art where functions aligned.
One of the neighbors is getting ready to go back to work. I heard some car doors meeting and banging.
Turning junk into gems, like we just don't care. Eyes glazed crimson, medicated haze flows.
I had my nunchuck stage. I went through Taekwondo for martial arts when I was little, and then got out of it, and then got back into it when I was a teenager. And nunchucks, and me and my uncle used to play with those nunchucks and sais. But everybody watched some crazy Bruce Lee movies and stuff, right? And we thought we was the shit. My uncle had a pair of wooden ones. I cracked myself in the head a couple of times with them things. And then my mom bought me a pair of the little plastic ones with the little foam paddings over the sides of them. And man, them things hurt when you whop yourself with them. I beat myself silly with them damn things trying to use them. Oh, it was fun though. Oh, nice. That's nice, Robert. Heck yeah. From insurance, yeah. Hey, but that's cool. It's crazy. There's some people that get that, they get them checks and stuff like that from their spouses or whatnot passing, and then it's like they sit on that money and on. And I understand you need your money, you got your bills and all, but sometimes it's like, some of them policies are quite large, and I just see that stuff just mess families up and stuff like that. But that's pretty cool that your dad did that. My mom, when my dad passed away, they had a small policy for him. Wasn't very large, but it was enough. But my mom it hit her hard. She was partying and stuff like that, I guess, trying to cope with it. And she had her wannabe friends that wasn't her friends that were up in there, influencing her parties and spending the hell out of her money, and then once her money was gone, her friends was gone. I was like, imagine that. Just ordered the wood, but heck yeah, dude. I can't wait to see what you do with that wood burner. Like I said, when you get your pieces to burn on, sand them down real smooth. There you go. Take you a little bit of that money. If you don't have a palm sander, get you a nice little cheap palm sander from Harbor Freight, and some 220 400 grit sandpaper for it. And the pieces that you would burn, sand them down real smooth before you burn them. And your tool, the little burr or nib, they call the wood burner bits nibs. The little nibs will glide right over that wood, and you'll like it. You'll figure it out. But I love my wood burner. Like I said, I want to get one that I can burn the thicker tips with. I want the real version like Spike was talking about, running on that damn 240 instead of our old candy ass 110. I get my medication ready here, yo.
They touch the tools, they knock stuff down. Little green hands trying to steal the crown, but with
that's why I need me that dryer vaporizer.
Grumpy's got this, aliens won't win.
And I'm working on my watcher and I'm recording it, but it's I'm using OBS to record it, so I'm hoping that I'll have footage to edit. I've never recorded with OBS by itself and saved the footage to edit. Well, I've just used it to go live, but you can do both. So yeah, we'll see how that works. Once I figure out how to play with scenes and do some crazy transitions and cutovers and junk like that for it, I'll get better with my editing. But let's see, we're gonna spin this. I'm gonna spin this here after I do this live, and I'm gonna record this one so I can have me a Wednesday video in case the OBS don't work. Let's see, let me spin all those. These are done. I gotta put these outside to cure. I'm just getting situated. And then what was this? This was yellow. That was, no. Is that one green? Where did I put that green? Okay, they're right there. There with the watcher. Yep. Oh, I did. Crazy. We gotta save that for the Grumpy After Dark. You're gonna get me in trouble. They're roach clips, Robert. They're roach clips, sir.
Whisper notes, transmit them precise. Out of this world, roach clip got that spice. Glow bright like UFOs at a midnight sight. Craft wild carvings, man, they take flight. In a zone, no phone, just resin to light. Couch, it's chisels and light.
Grumpy have 2 websites going and be selling roach clips and novelty items.
Let the resin reveal art deep as the void, carving wounds that heal. Fingerprints and wood grain, grumpy's real deal. It's just not a menace, mad appeal.
Did you see the starts of my watcher? I don't know if you was in here when I was showing that. It's what I'm on. Didn't get nothing done for Jordy's challenge. My dust collector was down too long. And I procrastinated, and I've damn near procrastinated too much on this. Deadline's the 1st, so I got to get with it today. But I'm gonna cut in some more on the sides right here, and then I'm gonna sand and round everything off real good. And I'm gonna try to get my I got a drill bit. I'm gonna try to drill through here at an angle and come in to where I can put my lights. I got some green lights that I want to try to put in it, but.
Let the resin reveal art deep as the void, carving wounds that heal. Fingerprints and wood grain, grumpy's real deal. Aliens just nodded, man, that's mad appeal. Truth in molds, let the resin reveal art deep as the void, carving wounds that heal. Fingerprints and wood grain, grumpy's real deal. Aliens just nodded, man, that's mad appeal. Right amaze.
Gotta figure out the colors on here. I don't want to use my normal pigments for that. Let's see which other glow pigments I got. And see, this is, I didn't wipe that out last night. That sat in there overnight and it just wipes right out. That's crazy how that UV resin works.
Is feeling so grand out here. With every spin the world feels clear. The smell of cedar fills the air. Grumpy's kingdom beyond compare. Wood chips fall like a gentle rain. Each piece secure for the ache and strain. Fingers trace the grain so fine. In every groove a story divine. Cedar in each hand, oh what a day. The scent of the wood takes stress away. Dust is dancing under workshop lights. Crafting joy.
They got blue in there though. Go with that red. Move some more pink, but we're putting it in there. Alright, y'all, that's what I'm fixing to do. I'm gonna put some epoxy resin in one of these clips. Clean up from that mess. And then start recording on my watcher. I said I got to get that done today. Well, that's gonna take me a minute figuring out how I'm gonna do my lights for that. As I'm about done with the watcher body and all, I just got to sand the heck out of it and then round and soften all the edges up on it, and I'm pretty much done with that. I want to do my lights, and I don't know if I'm gonna put a crystal in there or if I'm gonna try to mold up a little piece of crystal and make my own little shape for a crystal and go from that, but I'm not sure. But I'm gonna go ahead and shut down from here, y'all, and get on some of my stuff so that way I can get this stuff done. Cause I need to get all that done and get on the video. I need to get a Wednesday video, go ahead and get that done and edited now. That way I can get caught back up a little bit. But that's what I'm gonna try to do today, y'all. We're gonna try, but we squirrel like crazy, so who knows. But hey, thank you everybody for tuning into my live this morning and hanging out with my crazy ass. I greatly appreciate it. I hope everybody had an awesome Christmas. And I'm sure I'll be live again before New Year's, but if I'm not and I don't see anybody, y'all have an awesome New Year's and stay safe. Please stay safe out there. But yeah, stay awesome. Stay laid back. And remember, y'all, it's my job to be grumpy. God bless you, everybody. Y'all have a great day.